Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and we're going to start with a bit of a preview of Raw from Adam Pearce. So Adam, thank you. Let's click over and see what Adam has got for us this week.
All right, everybody. Monday Night Raw comes to you live tomorrow night from right here in the capital of California, Sacramento, or shall I say Maxine Dupree country, as she has another huge opportunity and challenge for the Women's Intercontinental Championship in front of her. She will face Becky Lynch tomorrow night, and can she put gold around her waist? We will find out. Plus, the man quintessentially known around the world for putting his foot in his mouth, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, also puts his Intercontinental Championship on the line when he faces the Bulgarian Brute Rusev. And do not forget Dom's genius idea last week made official. His Judgment Day brethren, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, put the World Tag Team titles on the line against Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. Plus, everybody saw what happened at the end of Raw last week in Australia. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman all staking their claim, making a stand, and they will talk about it live tomorrow night in Sacramento. And I will personally have an update on your World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. All that and so much more. It's the flagship live from Sacramento tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, live on Netflix. I hope everybody is enjoying their Sunday. And that is official.
Very good. I'm actually really looking forward to this show. As Adam just said, there are 3 championship matches, plus we're going to get a big update in regards to Seth Rollins. And as well as that, we've got the Asuka Kairi situation, which I'm really into. As well as that, we've got like the Jimmy J Roman situation. I don't think Roman's on this show, but still very interested to see how that progresses. Of course, we've got the Bayley situation where she's kind of having a bit of a split personality. It just feels like there's a lot going on at the moment. So yeah, really looking forward to Raw this week. 3 championship matches. Maxine getting her title shot after getting that shock victory the other week. And here we are in Sacramento. So the current setup is 10,500 seats. Over 10,000 tickets have been sold. That'll probably be a sellout by the time we actually get to the show. They can open up more sections because there's actually 16,000 seats available. So 16,000 available. Last time we did this venue, we did just over 14,000, but that was WrestleMania season, the 14th of April. So probably a bit unfair to compare to that time. Honestly, 10,000 is good. The average this year is coming up to 12, so I would say a little bit down on the average for the year, but over 10,000 people should be good. Looking forward to the show. Someone else that's going to be there is LilIan Garcia. So LilIan Garcia says, Sacramento, here I come. Can't wait to be reunited with all of you tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw. So seems like Alicia Taylor maybe just having a week off. Not heard any word on that. So looks like LilIan Garcia is going to be part of that broadcast. Now, I debated as to whether to include this or not, and I thought I would because, of course, Ilja returned after 13 months away. And so there's going to be many people watching that maybe have never seen Ilja before. So I wanted to show this off. This is Ilja after his victory, his shock victory on Friday, just cutting a little bit of a promo. So Charlie, thank you. Let's go in and check in with Ilja Dragunov.
It's been such a long year, and nobody understands how I feel sitting on the sidelines for a year, waiting and hoping and training to come back better than anybody else. More ruthless, more ambitious, fearless, more courage, all these things, and everything that I accomplished over this year, this is a symbol of it. Me as the United States champion. So one thing is so clear to me right now. I got a very, very clear message to everyone who is coming from this. My dear friends and my dear enemies, if you step with me into the ring, pain shall entertain you.
He is so intense. Everything he does is intense. Like, just his workouts are intense. His dedication is intense. I would hate to have to try and out-train this guy or try and outwork this guy. Like, his passion goes up to like 12. His intensity goes up to about 20. If you don't know Ilja Dragunov, he made an amazing return on Friday, of course, answered that open challenge, won the United States Championship, and then is dropping promos like this. So he is going to demand your attention. Very, very interested to see how this run is going to go for him. Okay, we've got other bits of news and some interesting news as well. So Fightful Selector found out that AI is apparently not helping to write storylines at the moment, right? So the creative team is of the impression that this new AI hire is being brought in to help remove background noise of shots or to organize files quickly. So it's a lot of admin work, right? And things like that. Work on production elements as opposed to creative storylines. AI is not replacing the creative team. A top talent said Michael Hayes, Paul Heyman, Ed Koski are not AI, and they took exception to the belief that AI storylines were going to happen. AI storylines are going to happen. Like, this is WWE bringing AI into the business, exploring what AI can help them with. And so, you know, if they have turned around and said that AI is not going to be helping with storylines, that could be true as of now. But I'll bet you anything you want that in the future, AI definitely helps with storylines. We know about how AI is replacing jobs and taking over industries, and it's inevitable. It's just inevitable. So I don't know if this is a little bit of coping or what's going on, or if WWE are just trying to be political with kind of bringing AI in and trying to let people know, no, we're only going to use it for this. We're not going to use it for... How long do you think that lasts? Realistically, how long do you think that lasts? So, yeah, apparently WWE telling people it's not coming in to help with storylines, which is really weird because we were told the other day it was, and we were even told an exact storyline that it generated. Do you remember Bobby Lashley being fascinated with Japanese culture? Like, where the hell did that come from? If now we're finding out that it's not going to be helping with storylines, where did the Bobby Lashley Japanese culture story come from? Because that was quite a specific detail. So, I don't know, this whole thing, very strange. What I feel very confident about is WWE are definitely bringing AI in. Whether it's helping with storylines now, I'm not sure. I could believe it isn't. But will it help with storylines in the future? I would say that's inevitable. Right, next we've got this Jacob Fatu is having dental work done, so this is coming from Dave Meltzer. So he's going to be out for a while, but it's not going to be a long time. This is Dave saying, my impression was before the end of the year he should return, but probably missing War Games. So that would be another person out of War Games. So War Games is just over a month. It's the end of November. Right now, at the time of recording this, of course, it's the end of October. So I don't know what the hell this dental work was that he had done. But looks like Dave's under the impression that Jacob could still be missing War Games. But originally we heard he was going to be out until well into 2026. So it seems like it's not as bad as was first feared. And we've got this as well. WWE is hoping that Seth Rollins will be back in time for WrestleMania 42 following his surgery. So Seth's having surgery. That's 100% from Dave Meltzer. And when they open up, they'll find out. They don't know all the damage in the shoulder. They'll find out the damage when they open him up. And when they do the surgery, they'll have an idea. So we don't quite know how long he's out for. But Dave is saying it's 100% now a real injury. I guess the best way to put it is they'll hope that he'll be okay for WrestleMania. There's no way of knowing one way or the other whether he will be or not, but he's out for months for sure. So Dave is being very, very clear on this. If there is people still with a doubt that this injury is legit, Dave is saying it's 100%. He's definitely out for months. We're going to get an update in regards to Seth on Raw from Adam Pearce. And honestly, if this is true, I don't see how that world title isn't vacated. I would expect an announcement along those lines on Raw. But no word of that at the moment. That's just what I'm expecting if he is out for months. Okay, a couple of other bits that we've got in other. So, Zilla took to social media. He said, "Where's my Zilla Nation at? Who wants to see me on WWE ID? Let's start the campaign." So, Edward, thank you. I think that's really interesting because I think he should be part of WWE ID. WWE ID is not that big of a deal, and I think there's enough people interested in Zilla coming into WWE that actually that could be a real boost for Evolve if Zilla started featuring in Evolve. So, he wouldn't be on NXT, he wouldn't be on Raw or SmackDown, but you could use him in Evolve, and I think that would be a really good way of getting some extra views. Plus, also, if it's someone they're even remotely interested in, why not sign him to a WWE ID contract? So, have to see if anything comes of that. We know there is a new wave of ID talent coming in. Could it be that Zilla is a part of that class, and this is him kind of starting the ball rolling of him coming in and being a part of ID? Don't know. I have to wait and see. Wolfgang says Gallus were set for a WWE main roster call-up with the belief that they were going to be paired with Drew. Those plans changed when CM Punk returned. So I really like this bit here. He said, "We were about 3 weeks out. 3 weeks came and they said it's looking more like 3 months. The phase that they used was the can keeps getting kicked down the road. If you go back and look at the 2023 Survivor Series program for the main roster or the 2024 Royal Rumble, there's no one else in NXT in that except Gallus. So it seems like Gallus featured in both the Survivor Series and Royal Rumble programs, and there was no other NXT talent featured in the program at that time. And we're right next to a full-page spread of Drew McIntyre. I think there was a plan for us to join Drew at some point, but then CM Punk showed up, and the can kept getting kicked down the road, and they just didn't need us anymore. And I think they got stuck. So there we go. It seems like Gallus may have been on their way to the main roster. Seems like there were definitely conversations going on behind the scenes, and their picture features in a couple of programs as well next to Drew McIntyre. So that's quite interesting information that I don't think I was aware of before. So interesting. Something else that's quite interesting, again coming from Dave Meltzer, there's been a lot of talk about Tanahashi, one of New Japan's greatest ever superstars, the ace of New Japan, is going to be retiring very, very soon. So apparently there's a lot of talk about Tanahashi taking on Shinsuke Nakamura at the Tokyo Dome at the Wrestle Kingdom 20 show. Wrestle Kingdom is New Japan's WrestleMania. Takes place every January, early January. So basically, Dave's like, I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. But if Tanahashi wants it, then I think it could happen. The reason why it's going to be difficult is because New Japan works with AEW. They don't work with WWE. But Shinsuke apparently does have a clause in his contract that allows him to work Japanese matches if he wants and if, like, WWE allow. So this is huge. I mean, Tanahashi is one of New Japan's biggest ever stars. He's been their multiple-time world champion, and he is stepping away. I think he's stepping away to become the president of the company. He might even have that role now. So, yeah, he's a massive deal in Japan. He's a massive deal in the world of wrestling, and he is retiring in January. And it seems like Shinsuke might be the person that he wants to face. So something to keep an eye on. Shinsuke could be involved in a very, very high-profile match in January, but we're going to have to wait and see. Okay, this is so disappointing. I saw the clip on this and I just... So this was an interview with Maven. Maven was interviewing the Dudley Boys, and Devon Dudley says that he experienced racism in WWE from certain top officials. Now, I went and watched the clip, and he said he didn't experience any racism in ECW, but when they came into WWE around 99, 2000, there was top officials where he did experience it, and he goes into a bit of detail saying that they made it very clear that they didn't care for him because of the color of his skin. And he said, they could have buried me. They could have buried me because they were in a situation where they had all the power. They were in the controlling position. And so, that was the kind of time that he experienced racism. Now, I don't know if those people are still with WWE because, those people didn't get named. But Bubba was like, name them right now. Like, he wanted names to come out, but they didn't. They sort of hinted, but like the hints and the inside references, like, were not obvious to me as to who they were talking about. So Don't know who it was, but just really, really disappointing that obviously he experienced that in WWE. So that clip on Maven's channel, I believe it was an interview with Maven. Oh, and this is amazing. Muggsy, thank you. I was so fortunate to just catch this before we started recording. So here we've got this person, Hunter, says WWE presents the horrors of the Wyatt Six. Getting to walk through this with the lights on honestly made me emotional. Growing up a massive WWE fan and now being able to stand in places like Gorilla and the Firefly Funhouse, I just can't believe that this house is real. It's a perfect tribute to Bray Wyatt. Shout out to the creative team. The passion and the true fandom truly sticks out, and it really couldn't have been executed better. I think this is my new personal favorite house of all time, and I don't see that being topped anytime soon. So we have actually got pictures from inside the house with the lights on. Well, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Because, I mean, there's been loads of walkthroughs, and of course it has to be very dark to make it very atmospheric. But here we're actually seeing the house in the light. So there you can see. So that is what the gorilla position looks like. And you're just getting a glimpse of what that looks like with the lights on. Of course, this looks better with the lights off. But at least here you can get a good, clear look at all the details. I just wish there was more photos, honestly. But there is the Firefly Funhouse. And you can see all the detail, all the work that's kind of gone into that. Looks so good, so impressive. So, yeah. I just wish there was, like, more pictures. But at least we get to see these ones. Again, just appreciate the detail a little bit. So was that all of them? I think that was all of them, sadly. Mate, I could have done with like 20 more pictures than just those. But I thought the Firefly Funhouse and the Gorilla Position ones were really good. So, yeah, really good. Muggsy, thank you, buds. Let's go WWE Japan, just a couple of bits. So many pictures coming out from WWE Japan, but to be honest, it's just a load of superstars having a nice time. Not that interesting, but this is pretty interesting. So Ryder, thank you. So there was a matching tattoo that Rhea, Raquel, and CM Punk got, which was of this little sumo character with some kanji written underneath. I don't know what it says underneath, but here's a closer look at the matching tattoo, so you can see that all three of them got that matching tattoo. So very fun. And then also here is Braun and Bronson at Ribera Steakhouse, a very famous steakhouse where a lot of wrestlers go, and there's pictures of wrestlers on the wall, and wrestlers go there to get the famous jacket, and it's just like a thing in pro wrestling. If you go to Japan, you have to go to this place. So here we go. Finally, some real men visit Ribera, unlike most of the dorks in the last decade. So, Kanon, thank you. So, just a fun image of those two visiting the steakhouse. Okay, next we got the fun folder. Brady, thank you. So here's Alexa and Charlotte. They went to a Halloween party. So I believe that's Alexa's husband as well. So, yeah, looks like they went and had some fun. Looks like Charlotte went as like a fairy. Alexa, I'm not sure. Is this something from Disney maybe? Some sort of Dark Queen or something? So, and is this Beetlejuice? I don't know. I'm not very good with Halloween references, to be honest. But there we go. They went to a Halloween party. I hope they had a good time. Okay, Armando, shout out to you. So this is WWE just put in the top 10 scariest superstar returns, and I thought some of you would enjoy this. Some of these are maybe a little obscure, so you might be able to find some of these clips and enjoy some scary moments that you might not have seen before. Obviously, Bray and the Wyatt Six feature heavily, so does Undertaker. So here we've got the Boogeyman scaring The Miz from 2006. I think that could be an obscure one. We got the Demon Finn Balor confronting the Bloodline from 2021. We got Kane's terrifying new mask from 2011. That was a great moment. Aleister Black is back from 2025, so Aleister's return. The Fiend returns in 2021. Bray Wyatt crashes Hell in a Cell 2014. Undertaker's 98 return. Kane attacking Roman from 2017, which I bet quite a few won't have seen, actually. So that's quite high, and I would say a little obscure. And then, of course, the top two. Bray Wyatt is back 2022, amazing. And the Wyatt 6 arrive in 2024. So I just thought that was a really interesting list. And I thought some of you might not have seen all of these moments. So something to go and check out. Okay, next up. We got Drew having a little bit of fun with ChatGPT and having a little reference to it. So here, WWE said Cody Rhodes put Drew McIntyre in his place. Drew wasn't going to let that slide. What in the ChatGPT are you on about? I know you're on Cody's payroll, but try to be less obvious next time. He took the DQ like the coward and fraud that he is. So obviously Drew's got this big thing about corporate Cody and how everyone's working for corporate Cody. And it is true, isn't it? I mean, it is hard to say that Cody put Drew in his place when he did get DQ'd. I think that DQ is very interesting. I think that it's, it's teasing a darkness, of course. It's teasing a turn. I don't know that that's what's going to happen. But it's very interesting the way that played out. Drew, of course, as we saw, absolutely livid. We saw that in a video clip from him just yesterday where he couldn't sleep. He had to go to the gym and work out. He was just raging. So very interested to see how that progresses. And here's Bayley. So Bayley is at Levi's Stadium. So let's check in with Bayley, shall we? So Carl, thank you. She's there with some WWE superstar friends.
Ding dong. Good to see you here. What a surprise. Well, we got a good party going on here in the Bay Area at the Levi's Stadium. I brought all my friends from the WWE. You know who we got? We got the Usos. We got Jimmy Uso. Oh my God, and the little baby. We got Naomi. When's the last time you saw her? Oh my God. We got
the other Uso. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming to the game. Oh, what's that say right there? Hello, you a little.
Hey, what's up? Hey, man. Hold up now. We in the Bay Area. Heat. Come on.
All right, next. We got, I didn't invite her. She just came on her own. She kind of broke into my stadium. She broke into the suite. We don't want her here, but she happens to be here. And I got my best friend of all time. My best friend of all time, the man, CM Punk, is right here. I invited his wife, but he came instead, and it's fine. I'm happy with it.
I'm happy to be number two.
It is an honor. And we're all here for the 49ers, faithful to the Bay. We love you, Levi Stadium. We love you, 49ers. Let's go. Let's get this done.
That's pretty fun, isn't it? Bayley with a load of WWE superstars, obviously back now from Japan. Apparently they went from Japan straight over to the Bay Area. Of course, we know that that's where Raw is going to be taking place. So, yes, they are out of Japan now. That little tour of Australia, Japan, done. I think everyone's back in America now. So, there we go. Pretty fun. I don't know how that game went. I don't know who won, but they were all there today. Right, we got some bits in the community folder. So, Jess, shout out to you. Said, picked up this Tiffany Ultimate Edition to go with my Mandy Rose. Is there a better tag team or potential dream match? So, I included this because I didn't realize that she came with her pink Money in the Bank. It's quite nice. And I like the finger pointing. She needed that, didn't she? Tiffy time. She needed that, so I like the hands as well. So there we go, Tiffany Stratton Ultimate Edition. And Raymond as well, congrats, getting a like from Ava. So very good. Right, with that being said, let's go to thanks and let's get out of here. So Huddle Talk, Armando, Cow Owl, Chris, Edward, Wrestling Void, Wrestling's biggest fan, Silverback, Sweet Chin Wrestling, and Claire Webb. Big thank you for joining us for this video. Don't forget, we're back later with our Raw watch along. It's going to be lovely to be back doing wrestling again. Obviously, nothing over this weekend for WWE. I know there was an AEW show, but nothing for WWE. But I think it is Halloween Havoc this weekend, so we've got that coming up. And honestly, there just feels like there's quite a bit happening in WWE with Ilja coming back, Seth's injury, the whole Vision situation. I mean, Becky's going to be on the show defending against Maxine. She's sure to make some comment about her relationship with the Vision, which surely is over now. And that's going to be interesting. Bayley situation, interesting. Asuka Kairi situation is interesting. Jimmy J situation with Roman is interesting. Just a lot going on. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you later for this week's Raw. Bye for now.